Hi. Hi. Okay, I want to talk about how the Earth frequency is shifting. I don't know if people understand what that shift is or understand what they're feeling, but the frequency is shifting. The frequency is shifting to something that's more beneficial to our human existence. Okay. During decades and decades and years upon the hundreds of years, we have been tied down by a lot of things that don't serve us, right? We have been blinded by the things that society and social media had told us was okay. But even this day, we can see that the people who adhere to those particular things, they are struggling right now. That's why you see people from Love and Hip Hop having mental breakdowns right now. That's why you see people who quote unquote support 3 or 4 culture right now is having mental breakdowns in front of everybody. Okay, because if you don't get back to where you are authentic, excuse me, if you don't go back to your authentic self, right? If you don't get back to the thing that makes you great, if you don't get back to the person who you were born to be, if you're still stuck on the paradigms and the shifts of the things that people told you was acceptable, you're going to lose right now. You're going to lose. That's why we see a lot of guys who are monetized talking about women in a certain way. That's why we see them falling by the wayside. It's not by coincidence. The earth has the ability to purge itself. So with the earth purging itself, it does the self cleansing. Now, people who don't understand energy won't understand what that looks like. But for someone like me who understands energy, the earth cleanses itself, but by not awarding people that's doing that stuff on the other spectrum. It's like it shows you what you're doing. It shows you what you're putting out. It shows you what you are receiving in by the landfill, right? Because once you put good out there, once you put love out there, once you put growth out there, awareness, you're going to get that back. Okay, so a lot of people are having a hard time right now because they don't want to get out of that cycle. They don't want to get out of that loop. They don't want to get out of that structure that they have been living in for so long, right? Oh, all I care about is the money. I don't care about the love. All I want is the sex. Like, all that stuff is like, at this point, it's the lowest point of the totem pole that you can request from someone ever, right? But right now, I'm doing this shift. If you're still requesting those things, if that is your main goal or talking to someone, if that is your main goal in a relationship, if that is your main goal on social circles, you're going to lose. It's you're going to lose. Why do you think the earth is heating up? When you have a fever in your body, right? Your body has a way of heating up to get rid of the viruses, to get rid of the illnesses, to get rid of the inflammation. So your immune system is fighting back whatever is disrupting your body ecosystem, right? Ecosystem, excuse me. But that's how the world works as well. Okay, it's gonna come to a point where people they're not gonna have a choice because it's gonna be so uncomfortable. Because for decades upon decades upon decades, okay, we had choices to make. Okay, we had choices to make, and in those choices, we chose the other spectrum, right? We didn't choose love. We didn't choose grace. We didn't choose wisdom. We didn't choose intelligence. We didn't choose awareness. We didn't choose peace. We didn't choose abundance. We chose everything outside of those spectrums, right? So right now, if you are outside of those spectrums that I just mentioned, you're going to have a hard time. Either if you feel like, well, This is what I want to do. I'm fine with this, and I'm just going to, okay, you're going to self-destruct. I'm here to tell you. That's why a lot of people on here, like myself, I'm not the only one speaking this, right? We didn't have a meeting. We didn't have a meeting. The spiritualists, the healers, the people who know God's love, the people who understand love and energy and frequency, we didn't just all have a meeting and said, okay, we're going to teach this right now. We're going to let this out. What happened was God consciousness is rising. Okay, so with God consciousness arising, the people who are in the spectrum of God's love got that ding. We all got that call. And we said, okay, it's time. It's time that we speak our truth. It's time that we stand up for what's right. It's time that we stand up for love. It's time that we stand up for righteousness. It's time that we stand up for truth. So that is the reason why you see a lot of people on here. You feel, why everybody talking? Because everybody got that thing. You ready? You've been waiting all your life for this. Because people who lived in the other side of the spectrum, I'm take myself for an example. Okay, I never dwelled in the world like everybody else dwell in the world, right? I always chose other things that people didn't choose within the spectrum, right? And within that, I was able to see the people who were participating in the world. Now, I'm not saying I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I didn't have fun. I'm human, But when it comes to the basis of love, respect, being genuine, being authentic, healing, that has always been me, right? So by me being in that spectrum, I was able to look and see at the things that people were doing that didn't benefit them, right? Because everybody just kind of running like a game, like The Sims, a simulation of life. That's all Sims is, that game. It's a simulation of life, okay? So everybody was running on The Sims, the simulation of life, right? You just go and do what you want to do. It feels good at that moment, and that's the only thing you're worried about, right? You go and do what you got to do. You smoke, you drink, you do all this, you get drunk, you do all this stuff, right? You hurt these people for whatever reason, forever gain. And then people like me always sat back and looked at what everybody else was doing. Not participated, but we looked and we studied and we observed everything that everybody else was doing, because unbeknownst to us, we didn't know that we were going to be put in a position to become the new leaders. Unbeknownst to us, we didn't know we was going to be put in a position to become the new teachers, because we were always looking at what the world was doing. And in our mind, we couldn't really, excuse me, y'all, I got a phone call. And in our mind, we couldn't really, we felt different in a way, because it was like, dang, like I can't relate to too many people, right? People like me, we always had a small circle. You don't relate to too many people. If people don't understand you, people don't understand why you're so sensitive, people don't understand why you care so much, right? So within that space and in that spectrum, it puts us on the outside. But we didn't know that we were on the outside because we were led to being teachers. We had to look at y'all. We had to see what y'all was doing. I do the same thing. Right. It's a lot of us that do the same. It's a lot of us that's out here doing it. And that's why you see a lot of people on here and they'll talk about the things that they know. And then everybody will look at them like, wow, you're so wise. How did you get all this information? How did we already had it in us. Right. So that's why when it comes to like spirituality, that's the fine line between spirituality and religion. Okay. Religion tells you have to go by these certain rules, you have to go by these certain rituals, you have to go by this certain book, and in that certain book, you're going to receive everything that God made for you, right? You're going to receive your abundance, you're going to receive heaven, right? But people who are already linked to God consciousness, which is God's love, people who are already linked to God's consciousness and God's love never needed religion to tell us how to move. We never needed religion to tell us what's right and what's wrong. We never needed religion to tell us, well, you shouldn't do that because if you do that, you're going to hurt somebody. It was already embedded in us. So when you see the word God consciousness, healing, 5D energy, people that can relate to what I'm talking about, this is our time. Because we were always the outsiders. We was always the ones looking in. We were always the ones feeling left out, not knowing we were left out because God was protecting us from all the things that people endured in life that we didn't play a part in. God was protecting us from the consequences that people were making that we didn't involve ourselves in because we were here on a mission. Okay, so now while a lot of people are here, these people like myself who are here on a mission, you're gonna see us pop up like, wake the fuck up. You're gonna see us pop up like, okay, now is the time. Because even if you don't believe in religion, even if you're not too sure about spirituality, even if whatever the case is, you are living and breathing in this particular world, in this spectrum. And on this spectrum, you have to make a decision. Am I doing the right thing for my spirit? Because that's what people have to understand too. Some religions and some practices tell you your spirit is only, your spirit will be released when you leave this physical realm, right? But people like me who know that's protection hurts because you're shedding the earthly conditioning. Right. You're shedding the earthly condition. You're shedding the things that people will turn to look at you and be like, well, what's wrong with you? What you mean you don't want to do that? What you mean you don't want to scam? Like, what you mean you don't want to go out there and cheat? Like, what you mean you don't want to go out and steal? Like, what you mean you don't want to commit crime? People will look at you like you're the problem, right? So, back to what I was saying. In the middle, in the aspect of that, you have to tell yourself, okay, is this good for my spirit? Is what I'm doing good for my heart? Is what I'm doing good for the love that I have inside of me, right? And that's how you base the things that you're supposed to do in this life, in this world on, okay? What we have been taught, well, I'm not saying we, but what people have been taught on this world is that you always look outside of yourself, right? So you look outside of yourself for happiness. You look outside of yourself for peace. You look outside of yourself for abundance. Don't worry about how you feel. You just go get that bag. Don't worry about if people call you hoes out there in the street. You just go out there and do as many dudes as you want to because it's your prerogative. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about going stealing and committing a crime because you want to look fresh, don't you? You want to look good, don't you? Don't worry about committing that crime. And now, people who function on that leverage, they're going to have a fucking hard time. It's going to be difficult for those people. Like we see Love and Hip Hop and the Blueface and Krishan and all that. That was, why that was such a disaster? And things are getting more serious in those reality shows no more. Because back in the day, I'm 43. Okay, so back in the day, we had Real World and I Love New York and Flavor of Love. They fought here and there. But then it got a little bit worse, right? Then it got to be like the Bad Girls Club, then they was fighting all the time. And now they are literally paying people to showcase and display their pain on TV for a check. And then you wonder why people go out here and get drunk and turn up in the club and then get arrested. There's no healing there. There's no love in that situation. So people, they can do it for the money, whatever. Hey, that's fine. But I know, people like me know that you are damaging your spirit. You are damaging the love that's inside of you. You are damaging your peace once you don't relate back to your spirit, to your mind. And what people have to realize, like I said, even if you can be on here, you don't believe in God. You can be on here, you don't believe in God. There is a voice that's inside of you that people don't listen to. Thank you. Thank you, love. There is a voice that's inside of you that people don't listen to. Okay? And within this voice, you could be doing something, right? Because people might suffer from anxiety. I'm not talking about that. But you're doing something and your mind is telling you, I don't know. You shouldn't do that. I think you need to turn around. You sure you want to go through this? That's God talking to you. That's God speaking to you. Whether you figure like, and people will go outside of that voice and just base their stuff on the world, okay? So if whatever you're doing, that's why I don't get caught up in different things, but whatever you're doing, if it's not based on love, it's not based on healing, it's not based on compassion, it's not based on learning, it's not based on the truth, right? People have a hard time with that because people fail to realize that you may be doing something, right? In your mind, in your world, you feel justified in doing what your intuition. Your intuition is nothing, it's a gift that God gave you, and we don't listen to it. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a little congested, okay? But that's why I'm out here sitting in the sun getting this vitamin D, okay? So, what you have to understand is when I forgot where I was at, but either way, if you're not focusing on love, healing, compassion, the truth, you are going to self-destruct, and you are going to self-destruct fast. Oh, I know I was talking about the truth. Okay, so people tend to do things, right? And then the things that you do, you feel justified. Whatever it is that you do. Like you could be cheating, you could be whatever. You could be eating what you want to eat, whatever it is. But whatever you're doing, you're hiding it from someone else, or someone thinks that you're doing something other than what you said you're doing. Now, you might think, well, I'm protecting them. I'm not telling them the truth. Because, no, the devil don't care. We gonna get to the devil too. I got time. I'm on my lunch break, okay? What people don't understand is when you tell that lie, even if they don't know you lied. You know you are living falsely. Like you know that you lied to someone about something. And by you knowing, you have to pay for the lie that you told. People don't understand that. People think, well, no, I just do what I want to do, and that's it. They ain't got to know everything. No, people don't have to know everything you do. Deserve your privacy. But if you're in a relationship and you tell somebody you're doing something that you're not doing, you're going to pay for that. Whatever it is, you're going to pay for it because you know. That's why they say God is all-knowing. Whatever you do, you know. So if you're not in a point of your life where you can quote unquote repent, or if you don't believe in religion, quote unquote say to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna take accountability for my actions, and I'm not gonna put myself in that situation again. Okay, that is a form of repentance upon yourself. Okay, because you are connected to God. We are God's fragments of substance, because we was created in God's image. Okay, so, and it's a job being deceitful. Yes, it is. It's, oh my God. I don't know how they do it. It's stressful, but you want to know why? Let me tell you why it's easy for those other people. What is this? Valley Bends. Let me tell you why it's easy for those other people. When they talk about chosen ones, or star seeds, or people that's in God consciousness, or you're functioning on a high frequency, your spirit will be unsettled living like that. I understand what you were saying. Your spirit will be unsettled living like that. You won't be able to sleep. You won't be able to eat, because unbeknownst to them, or people who are like that, you are connected to God in such a way where even if you do something bad, you feel bad. It's like you be like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Like, what was I thinking? Because our intuition and that voice, that God spirit, that God voice that we hear is forever present within us. So somebody hiding all the time, somebody being deceitful all the time, somebody lying all the time, it's hard for those people who walk on that spectrum in that realm to do. We wasn't here to do that. We was here to look at everybody else do that. And when the time comes, like this particular time, we can say, yeah, what you're doing, I'm not going to judge you, but just know there are repercussions in everything that you do. Whatever you do is not just based on how you feel. It's not based on what you want. Once you understand you are a part of this universe, and within this universe, you are a speck in the river. And that speck, if you throw a rock in that river is going to fluctuate, and it's going to have ripples, and it's going to have circles. So you're not in this universe, in this world, by yourself. And people have a hard time with that. People have a hard time understanding that. So when it comes to, well, I want to talk about the devil. People talk about the devil. What people don't understand about the devil makes you unaccountable. And you want to know why? Because as soon as something bad happens, right? As soon as something bad happens, as soon as you do something bad, as soon as you notice someone do something bad, you always revert back to the devil. Right. Excuse me. You always revert back to the devil. You always revert back to the devil being busy. You always revert back to the devil has so much power over you, right? But once you understand your presence in this life, and we have a form of duality, you understand you have that lower spectrum in you, and you have the higher spectrum in you, okay? So the problem today is people, excuse me, the problem today is people will live on that lower spectrum and blame it on the devil. Instead of saying, damn, I did that because jealousy made me do that. I did that because I'm envious of that person. I did that because I don't like them. I did that because I hate those people. And once you understand, the more you're envious, the more that you hate, the more that you're jealous of someone, the more that you don't have any compassion for someone, the more that you are so hard for people to talk to, and all this other stuff. You bitter. That is what brings. Oh Lord, that is what brings the devil energy. Okay, that's what brings the devil energy. Like this person right here. I'm talking about God. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about healing. And the only thing that this person is focused on is my mouth. You want to know why? Because this person is functioning on the lower level. This person is functioning on the lower state of frequency. And within this lower state of frequency, he won't hear God. He won't hear love. The only thing he sees is my mouth, is my lips. Okay? So that's what I was talking about. This world is shifting. People who are functioning on that level, that flare prime 21 is functioning on. Okay? People who is functioning on that level, that flare prime 21 is functioning on, okay, is going to lose. You're going to lose. Do you know the rate of STDs right now? Do you know the STDs is on steroids right now? I don't mean like you get some regular STD. You get some STD on steroids that you can't get rid of. And you worried about my mouth. That's what I'm talking about. That's how y'all gonna cancel yourself out. People like you, that's how y'all gonna cancel yourself out. Only thing you worried about is butt. Only thing you worry about is how they look. You worry about how fat they butt is. But once you understand that your essence and your soul is far greater than your body structure, like yes, you want to be healthy because we want to live a healthy life, right? You want to be healthy. You want to live as long as you can possibly live. But when it comes to your actual body parts, once you understand that everyone has those body parts, they just look different on everybody else. And once you understand they look different on everybody else, you will understand that if you just focus on that, you're missing out on people's heart. You're missing out on people's soul. You're missing out on people's spirit. And those are the people that you need to have around you, the people that have good souls, good spirits. That's why y'all always run into fuckboys. That's why y'all always run into Pink Mishas or Ray Rays and whatever Pookies and all this stuff, because you're focusing on the wrong shit. You're focusing on the wrong shit. And then you get mad. Well, I don't want to date no more. Fuck F all them. F all them. It's all about me. I'ma do them like they do me. And all y'all just in this toxic ass circle of fucking toxicity, of fucking crime, of fucking pain, of diseases, cheating, and then you wonder why your life ain't working right. Because like Flair Prime 21, you the perfect example. You the perfect fucking example. I could have herpes on my tongue right now. I could have herpes on my throat right now. But you're still focused on that you're focused on the physical shit. That's why they said this 3D earth is shifting. You keep on focusing on the 3D. If you're not looking outside of if you're not looking inside of yourself, and if you're not looking inside of other people, you're going to lose fast. You're going to lose fast. Then you're going to sit there and blame it on the devil. Then you're going to sit there and blame it on people that you date. Then you're going to sit there and blame it on your baby mama. No, it's you. It's you. Once you understand, you have the choice to deal and to dwell and to be whatever you want to dwell and be in. But please be clear. Once you choose whatever you choose to dwell and be in, you're going to get repercussions from that. Thank you, love. You're going to get repercussions from that. People are so benignly stuck on how you want shit. Don't realize that the stuff that you're doing has been going on for years, has been going on for decades. And within these years and these decades that things have been going on, there has been no abundance in the things that these people choose to dwell in, but people still choose to dwell in them. And then you look at, well, I don't know what happened. You should wake the hell up. Stop focusing on your physical needs. Like they said, now don't get me wrong, I love God, I know God, but I don't know the Bible. Like they said in the Bible, don't focus on your flesh. That's all that is, because your spirit is here. Your spirit is inside of your flesh, and this is a spiritual experience. Yes, we are spirits experiencing our human body on this realm. It's not just you here, you have a body, and there's nothing in here. Like, it's absolutely nothing. Y'all know, like the movie Avatar? Your physical body is your avatar. It can look either way. It can look any way. When people are born, people don't say, okay, yeah, I want them eyes, I want that butt, I want that height, I want them lips. Yeah, that's what I want, right? You just genetically, depending on who your parents are, you genetically get traits of your parents. Whatever your parents look like, okay? And within those traits, you start to get things that your parents adhere to. So, when you get so stuck on some shit that you can't even change, genetically change, why you think all, I hate to say this, because I know a couple people who had surgery, so it's not to bash nobody who has surgery, okay? But why you think so many women are losing their lives on this surgery table? You got to heal your heart, boo. You got to heal your heart. That surgery ain't gonna stop that pain. That surgery is not gonna stop, you remembering how people cheated on you, and how you remember how your parents did you, And how you remember how you were probably physically touched unwantedly. And then you remember how people trashed you. You laying on that table ain't gonna change none of that. It ain't gonna change none of that. So if you're in this, even if you're in this space, you figure like, I want to do that for myself, please heal first. Please heal. That's why we see so many people, they on the table 5 times. Oh, this is my 6th time. For what? For what? Once you understand your body just wasn't meant to be somebody's physical candy. It wasn't meant to be somebody's physical treat. It wasn't meant for you to be somebody's physical pleasure. We are attracted to people because we are supposed to mate. We are attracted to people because we are supposed to create life. So when we create life, those attractions make us, put us in a position where we create life amongst each other. If you not creating a life, if you not putting yourself in a position where you understand how your heart is, you understand how your womb is, ladies, you understand how important your womb is, you understand how important your heart is. If you laying on a table just because you want to look like everybody else, because you see these people out here getting these bread, and you see these people out here getting these dudes, you want that dude too. But once you understand that dude and the things that you want, look at the people we see right now. They are having a fucking breakdown because they realize that shit don't matter. They done figure it out too. Now I'm not saying too late, because they have a chance to change and to look on the other side of things. They have a chance to change, but they are literally destroying themselves because they've been told, no, I don't care about my heart. People trample over it. I don't care about how I feel. People don't care about my feelings. All I care about looking perfect. All I care about my body being this way. All I care about is how people view me. And once people give me the attention that I want, I'm going to get everything I need in life. And it's not going to be like that. It's not going to work like that. You want to know why? It's not going to work like that because everything that you need is inside of you right now. Right now. Everything that you need is inside of you right now. That's why you have to heal. That's why you have to do your shadow work. Okay? That's why you have to understand the things that hurt you. That's why you have to understand the people that you were probably raised around and the things that you encountered in life around certain people. Those people were unhealed. Once you understand that I can only give out what I have within myself. People who encounter me, this is what they encounter. On a minimal basis, or the people who's really close to me in my life. This is what people encounter. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm quick to, hey, okay, I'm a fire sign, and I got a lot of fire in my chart, okay? But on the base and the gist of it, when I meet people and I go places, this is what you're going to get. All the shit that I've been talking about, even if I don't express it, even if I don't say anything, my essence and my spirit is going to give you just that. My essence and my spirit is going to give you just that. So, once you understand, it's not of you out here trying to please somebody who don't even know what they want for themselves. Like, how can you please somebody that's already hurting? It's you will never win playing that game. You will never win playing that game. Your job on this earth, while you on this physical realm, because we are in this physical realm, because we have time to change over certain things, clear our karma, make sure we don't come back here no more, make sure we gain lessons, because this life is about lessons, okay? Once you understand that, you won't be so focused on what everybody else is doing. You won't be so focused on, I want a man, and because I see all these girls getting married in Paris, but you don't know how them people struggle to get to Paris. You don't know how many bills they didn't pay because they saved up for this Paris trip for to show YouTube and Instagram. You have no idea. You don't know. They could have been in Paris fighting all the time, but as soon as they get on the Instagram, they showing how in love they are. Because it's all about what you want on the inside. That's why you see people who are calm or in the excuse me. That's why you see certain people who are calm and they in certain relationships, or they just could be by themselves, they have a certain sense of peace. It's like, okay, I see what y'all doing, but I'm fine within myself. I have everything that I need to have within myself. And there are things that I want to change within myself. But yes, I am all that I need within myself at this particular time right now. Once you live life like that, you'll be less fucking disappointed. Once you live life like that, you won't be looking for everybody to do something for you. Oh, I can't get nobody to do nothing for me. And I can't get this and I can't get that. Unless you're in the space in your life where you are physically unable to do those things that you need help with. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about you looking for somebody to make you happy. You looking for somebody to love on you. You look, well, if you would treat me right, I'll be happy. No. Once you understand that happiness comes from the abundance of you being happy, that's where true happiness comes from. Because once you understand, if you are unhealed, that pain puts you in a prison. Okay? No matter what's going on in your life. Like right now it's sunny where I'm at. It's real sunny. You're amazing. Where can I find people like you here? Hey, I don't know. You're meant to be here. Whoever you are meant to be around, the people that you're meant to listen to, you're going to find them. So follow me, okay? Follow me on here. Follow me on YouTube. And I'm going to speak some more. Because usually, in all actuality, this may be like my 5th live. I really don't go live. I really don't. But I said I'm just going to go live a little bit more. I really don't go live. But, shoot, you here. Follow me. And I'll follow you back so we won't lose each other. Because we all in this together. Okay? But once you get to the point in your life where once you get to the point in your life, your happiness exudes out of you. You don't look for somebody to pour happiness within you. Because what happens is, I heard somebody say this, I don't know, Gilly, the Philadelphia dudes, the brothers, I don't know I'm going to mess with what he said up, but, excuse me, I know I'm going to mess up what he said, but on the gist of the gist, okay? He said that, or somebody said that they don't gravitate towards women on their physical characteristics, right? They gravitate towards women based on the essence that this woman has inside of them, right? Because you see it. They're glowing. Hi sis, how you doing? You see their peace. You see their abundance. You see their happiness. And they are glowing. And there is nothing nobody can do to stop that. It does not matter if these people walk into a party. They're going to be the only one dancing on the dance floor because the happiness within them is going to exude out wherever they are. No matter what they look like. That is the person that you need to have in your life. Okay? Because once you understand, people aren't here to make you happy. It's not other people's responsibility to do anything for you. It's not. It's really not. And once you understand that you only get the bad part of people because you put yourself in a circle some way. You put yourself in a circle some way. You put yourself in their aura some way so you're going to get what they have. But like I said before, when it comes to the essence and being in abundance and being in love, like right now, it's sunny where I'm at. Y'all see the trees. Y'all see the grass. It's sunny. I'm outside trying to get some vitamin D because my throat is a little bit scratchy, okay? So, it's sunny, right? Now, to me, I feel good. I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful out here. The sun is shining, this and that. Like, oh, it feels so good. I love the heat. I love this type of weather, right? Because I'm happy within my being right now. But let's just say, if I was unhappy and if I was unhealed, no matter how sunny it gets, no matter how sunny it is, I will never be able to experience that on a certain type of level because I am in pain. I am in a prison of my pain. I'm not going to notice the trees. I'm not going to notice the flowers. I'm not going to notice the people passing by me. I'm not going to notice the person saying hi. I'm not gonna notice the butterflies flying around me. I'm not gonna notice the dragonflies. And that's God is everywhere. When you uh oh um you got to go to church to find God. When God was doing what God was doing, God was not in no church. I really don't know how that came apart, but God was being God. God wasn't even in no church. Okay? So once you understand that people are only able to give you what they have inside of them, you will make better choices on the people that you hang out with. You won't put yourself in certain situations because, oh, they popular. Oh, they make me laugh. Oh, they got a lot of money. Oh, I heard they give good sex. Or, I heard, they easy. I heard. Once you put yourself around those people who are functioning on that level, you going to experience a whole bunch of shit that you don't want. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how many times they've been on that table. I don't care if their booty is fatter than a humpback whale or something. I don't care what they look like. You will never be able to experience them on that type of level because they don't have that within them. They don't have that within them. You need to experience somebody on the frequency that you are in, especially my healers, because I'm an empath, okay? I'm a Heyoka empath, okay? I'm the empath of all empaths, all right? So, you will understand that even if you a healer and you an empath, you can't change nobody. Your job as a healer, your job as an empath, your job as a light worker, someone to bring, you're here to bring light. You're here to bring truth. You're here to bring abundance. You're here to bring love. People are supposed to experience you because experiencing God, right? And you're just supposed to live your life the way you live your life, and people experience you experiencing God, and then they will like, wow, I was somewhere and this person gave me $5 out of nowhere. Like, oh, okay, well, it must be some good people out here. That's how you're supposed to interact with people around here. That's how you're supposed to interact with people that you live around. Okay? Because you can't force nobody to do nothing because everybody has free will and everybody is on a mission here. And your mission is going to be different from somebody else's mission. Your lesson in life is going to be different than somebody else's lesson. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your kids. I don't care if it's your daddy. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if you're in a poly relationship. I don't care if you're a woman with a woman, a man with a man. Your life, your lessons, and your journey is for you. For you. And it's your job to learn your lessons that you have to learn in this life. That's your job. Your job is to be authentically you. Because once you understand this, when we get to the cosmic part, when we get back to the mystic part, I'm real fucking mystical too. Once you get to the mystical part, you probably don't understand that people, you might be in a point of your life where you figure like you're more aware than other people, right? Like you notice things people don't understand, people don't notice, and then it's mind-boggling to you because it's like, how you didn't see that? Like what you didn't see that? So I seen that before it even got in my face. Like how you didn't see that, right? Because your awareness might be so heightened because you may be a person that's on your 6th life here. You may be on your 10th life here. Your spirit might be 100 years old. Your spirit might be 50 years old if you're 20 years old. That's why you have a lot of young kids and they be talking to their parents and their parents be looking at them like they want to be mad at them, but then they look at the kids like, how you know so much? Because they've been here before. Okay? So if you're a person that been here before and you're trying to talk to somebody that only been here, this they first go around, it's like you trying to go, like you trying to, you a 12th grader, but you trying to go to preschool, trying to tell people, how to do 12th grade math, these preschoolers. It ain't gonna make no sense. It's not gonna make any sense because your lesson is for you. Your lesson is for you. How you live is for you. And once you understand your lesson is for you to be authentically the person who you were born to be, Then you would let all that other shit go. It wouldn't be easy. It would be easy to let that go. Because a lot of people are so focused on this 3D of things because they don't have anything else to fill that void. So yes, you're going to hold on to that toxic relationship. Yes, you're going to hold on to being a booty call because you have nothing else to hold on to. Yes, you're going to hold on to the people that you call them friends, but you know they're not your friend, but you want to hang out with them because you're lonely. You don't have anything else to sustain you within yourself, not because you don't have it, because you're not looking in the right place. You're not looking in the right direction. You're looking outwards for someone to heal you. Healing doesn't come that way. Healing comes from within. So once you heal within, the love and the abundance and the peace that you have, and you know, I'm not going to deal with those people, even though I might love them. I'm not going to deal with those people because they doing something totally different that I'm doing. We on two totally different frequencies right now. I can't deal with them. I can't disturb my frequency. Yeah, worried about the wrong shit. Worrying about the wrong things. Once you understand, you can't. That's just like whoever have a radio, right? You got a radio. Your job is to listen to R&B. That's what your radio is on. You on R&B. But somebody else's radio is on jazz. They radio been on jazz. And it's going to stay on jazz, right? But you keep on fighting with these people and fighting with yourself because you trying to tell them, I don't know why you don't listen to R&B. R&B is better than jazz. Then what you mean? Why you don't like this? Well, I like it, so what you trying to say? What I like ain't good enough? It throws you in a whole fucking loop, and people looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Girl, just move around. Listen what the fuck you want to listen to, and I'm going to listen to what I want to listen to. Okay? And that's how you have to live life. It's not about you trying to make somebody do something. Your job is for people to experience you in your light, and whatever your light is. And if you're in a place in your life where you want your light to be brighter, you're a place in your life where you want your love to shine a little bit harder, you're a place in your life where you want to be more yourself authentically instead of what the world tells you you should be or how your friends tell you you should act. Like I know females, because I'm a female, right? I know females, or I have known, I don't know them no more. Well, I haven't talked to them in a while. But I have known, that's the better phrase. I have known females who will surround themselves with 304s, right? I'm not talking about 304s. 304s can do what they want to do because they have a journey to live as well. They got a lesson to live. It's not up to me to tell them. I can tell them where that journey is going to go, but it's not up to me to tell them, to force them to get on that track, right? It's not up to me to do that. I know people who will participate in 304 activity because they don't want to get left out the group. I have known those people. They don't want to get left out the group. They don't want the girls they hang out with tell, oh, you so square. What's wrong with you? You ain't going to cheat on your boyfriend. Then what you mean? We having a hot girl summer. What you mean? Oh, my God. You ain't no fun. And they will literally put themselves in a position that they don't want to be in because they don't want to get talked about. When you talk about losing focus, yes, that's how people lose focus all the fucking time. Because when you go home and you deal with stuff, you can lie to yourself. You can lie to yourself all day long, right? You can go outside, you can put this face on, you can say, I'm fine, everything is great, everything is fine, no, I'm okay. And you go home and you drink yourself to sleep. And you go home and you popping pills. And you go home and you cry at night. And you go home and you don't want to get out of bed because you are deceiving yourself. The only person you're deceiving is you. How people feel about you is none of your concern. What people think about you is none of your concern. What people say about you is none of your fucking concern. Your concern is how you feel authentically. What you want to do within yourself. And if whatever you want to do within yourself is harming you, and you can tell if it's harming you, or you feel uncomfortable in that space, that's why things be uncomfortable, because it was meant for you to move. It wasn't meant for you to stay there. It was meant for you to move. Like how you have a shoe on. You don't go to the store and get a size 5 shoe when you wear a size 10 because it's going to be uncomfortable. That shoe is going to tell you, next shoe. Your feet is going to tell you, next shoe, this shit hurt. What the fuck? I can't walk like this. That's how you have to do life. That's how you have to do the things that you participate in. That's how you have to do the things that you do every day. If it's not benefiting you, if you're not getting anything from it, if you're not getting any love back, you're not getting any peace back, or you're not getting any abundance back, you need to sit back and realize and ask yourself that what am I really doing this for? What am I doing this for? Good afternoon. What am I doing this for? What is this for? And once you start doing inventory about your situations and the people that you have in your circle, you'll be like, damn, I should have been let them people go. They're not giving me nothing. I'm not saying people supposed to give you anything, but there's a thing called reciprocation, right? You have to reciprocate your energy. People give you something, they give you good energy, you're supposed to get good energy back. You give good, they're supposed to give good back. You always healing, they're supposed to heal you into a certain point. You know, they're supposed to pour it back into you when you're pouring into people. Because once you pour yourself out into people so much, who the fuck gonna pour into you? And then you get mad. Then you get mad at people. I can't believe you did that. After all the things I did for you, and you did this to me, and you don't know what I sacrificed for you, and you don't know how that made me feel, and you don't know, but you made yourself smaller and you cowered yourself for something outside of you. Your job is to give what you have over. Your job is to give what you have over. Your job is to give what you have abundance. So nobody loses. Somebody need $100. You got $500. All right, I'm going to give you abundance. I'm going to give you $100. You're giving somebody $100 when all you had was $100, and then you mad because they can't give you $100 back. If they could give you the $100 back, they want to be asking for the $100. Like, you're supposed to give what you give in abundance, okay? So, all in all, that's why this world is shifting. That's why the earth looks the way that it's looking. And that's why, you mark my words, because what we seen, Erica Mena, who else we seen, Brittany Renner, whatever her name is, Fit and Fresh, whatever them dude's name is, they are just the beginning of this cycle of this earthly purge. They are just the beginning. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, is everybody losing it? Yes. The people that dwell in that energy, they will lose it. The people that don't know how to get out that loop, they will lose it. The people that just focusing on the sex, the money, the drugs, the bag, the look, the fame, they will lose it. It's about spiritual connection right now. God consciousness is here right now. 5D earth is merging into this 3D realm. That's why these things aren't working for these people. They're not working. They're not working no matter how many times they told them it was okay. No matter how many times, girl, you look good. Fuck what they say. And don't tell them, girl, I hear you on the phone crying that night. You need some healing. Like, girl, I know you feel that way, but you thought you think you being a 30, 40-year-old woman is okay to go to the club, get drunk, and fuck some shit up. You need some healing. You need to sit down. But we don't tell them that, though. Oh, girl, you look good. Oh, girl, who did your wig? Oh, girl, where you go get your body done? Who did your lashes? We don't tell these people none of that shit. Because we are so focused. I say we, as the world. I do. People are so focused on the things that don't matter. And the more you get focused on the things that don't matter, you will always lose at this point, because the world is shifting. The world is even heating up within itself. Like when you don't feel good, you get a fever. Within this fever, you start heating up all the inflammation and the viruses. That's what this world is doing. If you're not on the frequency of this world, if you don't even try to get on the frequency of this world, if you're still stuck on that lower dimension, You're going to be wiped out. Either by the actions that you do, you're going to be wiped out by self-destruction. You're going to be wiped out by other people, putting yourself around people who always in crime, always doing something, always getting caught up, and then you get caught up with them because you haven't done the right things to say, okay, well, you could do that, but I'm not going to put my energy in your circle. I don't want to get repercussions from that. Okay, so um, my lunch is over, and this was a good talk. All right, I thank y'all for the love. I thank y'all for the likes. I thank y'all for the following. I thank you for listening to me because what a lot of people don't know, I very rarely talked. Right, like me being 43, I talk to my friends and my spouse and my parents and stuff like that. But like just actually like speaking what I know, I kept that back for a long time because I felt misunderstood. I felt nobody understood what I was going through because I was always the oddball out. Even though I might look a certain way, I might dress a certain way, I might go to the club here now and then. Back in the day, I might have a drink here and there, but people didn't know the true essence of me. And I hid that. I hid my authentic self for years. For years. So this right now, what y'all hearing, what y'all experiencing, is me in the totality, okay? I am a healer. I am an energy reader. I am an empath. I am a life path number 11. If you know about life paths, I was born a healer, okay? This is me. So, thank you. Thank you. Me too, people, please, no more. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. You have to look out for yourself. And the people who love you are going to understand that. The people who always want to use you are going to get mad because you're saving something for yourself. That's how you know how to keep people out of your square. Okay? So, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the follows. Okay, I'm going to do this a little bit more. If you want to know a little bit more, go on my YouTube channel. Okay, it's on the link on my profile. Go look that up and you guys have a good day. Okay, because I'm gonna have a good day. Kier, you're a blessing. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, for sure, I will. I will. This is me. This is the authentic side of me. This is how I always been. I wasn't taught. I didn't go to no class. I didn't go to no healer convention. This is just something that was embedded in me by the Most High. Okay? So, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good day. And I'll talk to you later. All right? All right. Be blessed. All right. Peace.